Hello everyone, welcome back here to the channel. My name's Scott. It's great to be here and great that you're here with me today too, watching another episode of useful, practical, hopefully very learnable English. Today everybody, I'd like to work on some adverbs to modify adjectives today. So you're familiar with a lot of adverbs and adjectives. My basic one today I want to focus on is hot and an adverb to modify hot. So sometimes there are some problems with the adverbs fairly, pretty, quite, really and very are fairly good. But sometimes with fairly, pretty, and quite. So I'm going to put these adverbs with the adjective. The adjective is hot. Let me read out a list of my short sentences that I created and I put on the board behind this camera. I want to read these out. So the strongest to the weakest situation, okay? So first up, I'm going to say, it's very hot. It's really hot. It's hot. It's quite hot. It's pretty hot. It's fairly hot. It's a bit hot. It's not so hot. Okay, that's my last one. So it's not so hot. It's not really hot at all. Now this is I can't say this is my idea from strongest to weakest. Now other teachers may have different ideas, but I put it together this way. Now, especially with the adverbs fairly and pretty and quite. Now fairly and pretty are pretty much the same. So it's fairly hot, it's pretty hot. Can be about the same idea. It's quite hot, it's a little bit above that. So the quite adverb quite for quite hot. Now, very hot and really hot get the strongest ones. Now, sometimes quite can be a little bit confusing because it may mean on a fairly or pretty level, and sometimes it may be on a stronger level, like up to a very, not as strong as very, but it can get close to very. But basically, quite is not that strong, so I use quite below very and just a little bit above fairly and pretty. So I would say it's hot without an adverb there. I'm just giving the basic idea, it's hot. And I don't put quite stronger than that case. So I'll have it's hot, and below that I'll put it's quite hot, and then it's pretty hot, it's fairly hot. So I want to focus on the adverbs, the usage there. So strong case, very hot and really hot. Not as strong, quite hot, fairly hot, pretty hot. And below that, even it's a bit hot. It's a little hot. I didn't give that one earlier, but I'm going to give it to you now. It's a little hot, and it's not so hot. Actually, today is maybe up to 27 degrees at the peak. Today's high temperature is 27 degrees. So I would say then it's hot, or it's quite hot. But I don't know if I'd say it's very hot just yet, because maybe in a month from now, we'll be up to 32, 33 degrees, and I'll go, it's very hot, it's really hot at that time, okay? Just a couple more things with the quite usage. This man, my friend, he's a nice guy, he's a really nice guy. Now, first thing I want to clear up is that nice guy does not mean based on his appearance. Sometimes in Japan, nice guy sounds like he's a handsome guy, but not so. This nice guy focuses on his personality, okay? Now, if he's handsome, we'll say nice looking. So notice the difference. He's a nice guy, very friendly and sociable, easy to talk to. He's a nice looking guy, well, he's a handsome, good looking guy. That's what that means. So be careful on that one. So nice guy means his personality. So if he's a really nice guy, he's a very nice guy, that's fine. It's a wonderful person. Now, just if I use the word quite and I have the noun after that, like guy, like he's a very nice guy compared with he's quite a nice guy. Notice the changed. A very nice guy, a really nice guy, quite a nice guy. Notice the change in that. Now, if I don't need the if there's no noun there, I just say quite nice, he's quite nice. But I have to say he's quite a nice guy for the noun at the end there. I just want to point that out, the changes in that case. A really nice guy, quite a nice guy. Be careful on that. And also, quite can sound like quiet, similar in pronunciation. So he's pretty quiet is good. He's quite quiet. It's not a mistake in the grammar, but it's just not as easy to say because the words are very similar. So he's pretty quiet or he's fairly quiet might be better to say than he's quite quiet because the words are very close in pronunciation. I just wanted to point that out. That's all. Okay, everybody. Hope you got the idea with quite fine here. You understand. If you have any questions or comments, please feel free to ask or tell. And if you like it and subscribe here, that'd be even better. So until then, everybody, we'll be back here again soon. Thanks for watching. Thanks for studying hard. And have a great day. As always, have a great day.